Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me right now. So we got one person in here. Oh, we got two. Is that two people I see? Hold on. Gonna need a secondary device to keep track of the chat. Hello, Dominic. Hello, Scorpio. Or Scorpio? How do you say that? I don't know. Gonna wait a bit for a few more people to come in. Let's see here. Hey, there we go. Okay, now I can actually see the chat for real. What's up, TF97? Hey, there we go. Okay, now I can actually see the chat for real. What's up, TF97? I could turn the volume down on this. Oh, we got 4 people in here now. Okay, perfect. I think we can start watching it now. I think we're gonna start with King Thrash and just get him out of the way because he is absolutely asinine to listen to. So yeah. And I got my rum here ready. I got rum right here because Lord knows I'm gonna need some booze to get through this. Yes, I'm not freaking kidding. I got Bacardi. I'm serious. All right. All right, let's do this. Here we go.
It's your boy King Thrash back once again with another video. Listen. I was in the middle of making a funny ass video where I was in the middle of making my video.
Hold on, can y'all hear the video clearly? Can y'all hear it? Let me know if you can hear it or not.
Dog, like what I do, I'm doing too much. And then this news comes out right here. Helldivers 2 is coming to the Xbox Series S and X. And motherfuckers go into a frenzy like, oh my God, PlayStation is doing this. Microsoft succeeds into manipulating you motherfuckers once again. And so it shouldn't take me to break this shit. What the fuck is happening going down? You guys are, it's like we've seen this before. It's like we've seen this time and time again. I remember recently, right? The most recent one that happened, I remember me saying something about when PlayStation was putting games on PC, and I told y'all what they was doing, and no fucking body believed the nigga until Hey Yoshida came out and said it. Exactly what I said was happening word for word. I think motherfuckers forget that just because I talk the way I talk and the fuck way I am, that they forget that I've been in business for like.
His grammar is so freaking bad. And he cusses for absolutely no freaking reason. A lot of the time, he says a whole lot while at the same time saying a whole lot of nothing. And it's freaking asinine. And this is why I don't like watching King Thrash much. Because when I do, I lose brain cells. Got my drink ready. I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it for this. For real.
Fucking 14 years now, bro. Like, so I understand what happens when they happen. I've worked for billion-dollar motherfucking companies on the business side, nigga, every day. All right?
Right.
Every day it's like, bro, like, why do I gotta keep explaining shit the same way? But I understand it's because just because I got the experience that I have in business don't mean that y'all do, and I get that. And I don't say y'all because a lot of people who watch me probably know what the fuck I'm about to say, but some people just don't. There's so many people. Like, I understand the Xbox dudes on Twitter because they need something to talk about for the channels to survive, and so they're going to talk about this and not those layoffs on Xbox's side. No, they don't want to talk about that because no, that's too catastrophic.
Them layoffs ain't got nothing to do with us, homie. Them layoffs ain't got nothing to do with us. I don't care about them layoffs. It sucks people lost their jobs, but hey, even look, GameStar said them people, if them people weren't doing their jobs with Perfect Dark, you really expect Microsoft to just keep them there? We already know what's what with that. Nobody cares for real. Nobody cares for real, dog. Let's keep it moving.
It shows just how little of a gamer they actually are. These same motherfuckers ain't gonna buy it on Xbox anyway. Because these same motherfuckers probably already got a PlayStation with the shit already. That doesn't matter to them. Just like they didn't buy Final Fantasies, either one of them that they put on that mother, they ain't bought one of them motherfuckers. None.
Y'all didn't buy them games either, though. Them numbers don't lie. Y'all didn't buy them games either. What the hell? Hypocrite. He a hypocrite. PlayStation fanboys are hypocrites. Oh, snap. What's up, Gamer Alive? I see you. Yeah, nah, he talks trash immediately. That's all he knows how to do. He says a whole lot of nothing, though. He don't say nothing worth a damn. And he cusses too freaking much. He cusses every 2 seconds. I hear nigga and mother effer every 2 seconds. It's like, dude, shut up.
They just talk. It's just talk. That's what the fucking thing is. So let me break this shit down once again in layman's terms. Okay, and I'm gonna give y'all examples of how this shit happens, nigga, all the time in business.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Time, especially, this is like a yard sale. Do you understand?
You hear that, kids? King Thrash is about to give us a business lesson. I gotta hear this. It's gonna be good.
And fucking if you're an Xbox player, you're an Xbox only player, and you only play Xbox, motherfucker, you are on yard sale right now. Do you understand what I'm... No, nigga, I do not understand what you're saying. No, I'm just playing. I understand. I'm not even gonna play that back and forth with you. I don't want to confuse the masses. Thank you, ugly cuz. Now let me get to the...
What is confusing about this, though? We're not confused. We're not confused. The bottom line is, the game should have been on Xbox from the beginning. There's nothing to be confused about. I'm just putting that out there. There's nothing to be confused about, bro. Nothing.
The fucking point. Listen. Now. Do y'all... Don't forget what is happening with Xbox. Don't let news like this... This is what I mean by gamers are just far too reactive to shit. They don't think before they react. They just fucking react. Putting Helldivers 2 on Xbox right now don't mean shit because players are on a yard sale. Because now everybody is trying to get the players that are going to leave Xbox. Well, not Nintendo, because they don't even want the non-buying ass niggas. PlayStation wants a certain type of gamer from the Xbox.
There he go being a hypocrite again. Them PlayStation people didn't buy no games. What's up, Piers Taylor? They wasn't buying them games. I saw it. Look, I'm so happy for Tenga had that one live stream like a year and a half ago because I saw all the sales numbers for Spider-Man 2. I saw for God of War Ragnarok. They were not buying them damn games. Keeping those games exclusive was not enough. PlayStation thought it would be enough, and it wasn't enough. They weren't buying the games enough. The numbers don't lie. So King Thrash can cut that out, bruh.
Xbox side to come to PlayStation side, and they have a reason to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying, dog? Listen. I'll give you an example, all right? There's a big three in gaming, just like there's a big three in the soda business. I spent 5 years working...
In the soda business? What? All right, where is he going with this? What up, Mr. Den?
For Coca-Cola, right? And Coca-Cola being the biggest brand in drink. Look, it's the second biggest brand on the planet. Everybody knows about Coca-Cola. The first biggest, it used to be the first biggest now is Apple, but that's neither here nor there. Well, I don't know if it's still Apple anymore. I think it's still Apple, but whatever. Coca-Cola was number one.
Oh, I'm doing just
number
fine.
two when Apple had
Got my
Let me
booze
take
right
you
here.
stuttering. Listen. So, them niggas was number one. And as number one, you do certain things in order to take advantage of number two or three. Pepsi is number two. 7-Up is number three. All right. So let's say 7-Up is the Xbox. Ironically, the colors match. You know what I'm saying? But because green. But still, 7-Up is Xbox. They're number three. All right. Pepsi is the blue squad in the soda business, which is number two. Number one, the Coca-Cola. Okay. What 7-Up does to survive? 7-Up has went bankrupt for like 14 years in a fucking row, right? 14. Like, if y'all don't know, like they've been in trouble for a very long time. And so, in order to,
is this dude really comparing 7-Up to Xbox? Like, he's really comparing 7-Up to a Microsoft product. Now, look. Say what you want about Xbox people, but you have to keep something in mind. This is Microsoft we're talking about. I've said this time and time again on this channel, and I'm pretty sure everybody else has too. All right, look, Microsoft, we use Microsoft for literally everything. Nintendo uses Microsoft. PlayStation uses Microsoft. Your freaking police station, your local police station uses Microsoft. Your hospital, your schools, any business, corporate thing you could think of uses Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft is nothing compared to 7-Up. This is a terrible analogy. Why are we talking about soda? Why are we talking about soda right now? What is this? Seriously, like, bro.
Above water, what they do is they still sell 7-Up. 7-Up is their baby. That is what the fuck their company is fucking named after. Nobody distributes 7-Up other than 7-Up. But when it comes to other 7-Up products, like Dr. Pepper, or Squirt, or Crush, those are distributed by other companies. And I think it's another one too. For example, in this side of California where I'm at, Coca-Cola distributes Dr. Pepper, even though 7-Up owns Dr. Pepper. Pepsi distributes Crush, even though 7-Up owns Crush. All right? Why would they do this? To help 7-Up stay afloat? Or to make money off of 7-Up's shit? There's millions of reasons why. I mean, one thing, you want 7-Up to maintain its spot. You don't want, there's no replacing 7-Up in the soda business. What you gonna do? Replace it with Sprite? You can't. You can't replace it with that starry bullshit. You can't. 7-Up is 7-Up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
hey, I'm gonna just say this right now. Starry tastes kind of good. I'm just gonna put that out there. I think Starry tastes better than Sprite. I'm just saying right now. I had to put that out there. I think Starry's delicious. I'm just saying, bro. But why are we talking about soda? What is happening here?
Like, they help each other out in many, 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 many different ways. And like Pepsi is one of the biggest, is the biggest company in all soda, because they don't just do soda, they do chips. All the Frito-Lays, they all own that shit. They fucking M&M's, Mars bars, they all own that shit. Nestle, they own that shit. Like, it just, they own a lot of shit. They got fucking their hands in Starbucks. Like, it is what it is. Them Frappuccino.
What does this have to do with Xbox and PlayStation, bro? I'm so confused. Mr. Den, I'm just as confused as you are, bro. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know what he's talking about. Now I see what Doc Dark was talking about. Like, King Thrash uploaded this to Twitter, and he was like, yo, it's quite simple, really. And then Doc Dark responded with, yeah, I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. It's not a good analogy. You're right. It's not. So, like, what? Oh, you're going live at 6 p.m.? Dang, 6 p.m. I gotta catch my pastor on TikTok. Shoot. I'll watch it after you upload it, though.
Frappuccino bottled drink. You drink. And nigga, Pepsi. Pepsi owns a whole lot of shit. They have a monopoly on the chip game, nigga. Like, it is what it is. Doritos, Fritos, nigga, Cheetos, whatever owns, nigga, they own that shit. Nigga, fucking, nigga, everything. Yes, them niggas, yes.
What is he saying?
So it's like
y'all hear this, right? Like, what is he saying?
Business runs differently than what y'all think it runs. You know what I'm saying? Like business and like the customer structure, you just, oh, I want these, I'm gonna buy it, that's it. You not really give a fuck. And then you're not really thinking about it. You just say, oh, Coca-Cola, oh, Pepsi. Because you see the commercial, oh, Coca-Cola, oh, Pepsi, oh, 7-Up. You see these fucking commercials. You know what I'm saying? And then that's what it kind of gets, you know what I'm saying? Like,
look, I just want to remind y'all, this is the guy that tried to go after Suburban. This is the guy that tried to go after Suburban. This guy. Let that sink in for a second. Like, seriously, bro.
Like, you get to thinking one-sided, and you get to thinking, like, business works entirely different. And I'm not saying that that's exactly what PlayStation is doing, but PlayStation is doing what they should do in order to take advantage of what's happening. Because what's happening, the reason why they chose Helldivers 2.
Hold on, if they're not doing exactly what PlayStation is doing, then what was the point of the analogy? What? Oh my God, Thrash. Go back to school, bro. How old are you?
Makes 1,000% sense. Y'all niggas is over here panicking. Oh my God, they're gonna put God of War. They're gonna put this. They're gonna put that. No, it's not. Xbox is dead. Do you understand? Xbox, the console, it is dead. The fact that Helldivers is gone.
We literally watching this video on an Xbox right now. We watching this on an Xbox right now. It's very much alive, homie. Yes, sir. And I got that Bacardi with the Cayman Jack. You already know what's going on.
Point to Xbox, the console, means that Xbox is 100,000% dead. To PlayStation, it is dead. And it's not based on PlayStation versus Xbox. Console war.
If Xbox is so dead, then why the heck did PlayStation put Helldivers 2 on Xbox? Why are y'all still buying Xbox games on PlayStation? Like, if Xbox has been actively putting games on PlayStation, and PlayStation is actively putting games on Xbox at this point, you seriously still sitting here talking about some Xbox is dead? Give me a break, bro.
It's over because the Xbox console is no longer alive. You understand what I'm saying? It's no longer there, right? So what do you do with those millions of people that don't want PC, that don't have a PlayStation? There are millions and millions and millions of people. If you don't believe me, just look at the stats. There are 30-something million, 35, 36 million.
He banned you? Yo.
Right?
Xbox, wow.
Fucking, what, 60 million they sold last year.
That's crazy. Mr. Din got banned for saying Xbox better. That's crazy, bro.
The Xbox One, they probably only have like 28, 29, let's just say 30 million currently. That 36 million is including motherfuckers that's on Xbox One and all that. No telling how many people actually have Game Pass that own an Xbox Series X and S, right? There is a subset of gamers that are, the majority of the gamers don't do all of that shit. They just game, that's it. Sony, by not putting it on Game Pass, if it was about money, they would have put Helldivers on Game Pass. If it was about money, if it was about money and players, it'd be on Game Pass, because Microsoft will pay them way more money than they.
I don't know what point he's trying to make here, because we've been saying since Helldivers 2 released, we've been all saying we want this game on Xbox. It's only $40. Why would, I would gladly spend $40 for this game. $40 is the price tag I want most video games to have. I mean, me personally, I think $30 is great, because I just bought Car X Street for $30, and that game is freaking phenomenal. I love Car X Street. $30 is that sweet spot for me. But $40 is not bad. The extra $10 ain't terrible. But this game, we've been wanting this game forever. It doesn't need to be on Game Pass. It don't need to be on Game Pass for real. Yeah, now Helldivers 2 is freaking amazing, okay? That game does not need to be on Game Pass. Everybody gonna buy it. I trust me. We gonna buy that. We're buying it. For real.
It would make by putting it for sale on Xbox. It's not about the money. They would get more players playing the game by taking the money for Game Pass and putting it on Game Pass and having more players play it, PC and console. They don't have to just put it on Xbox. Motherfuckers not thinking. Y'all not thinking about what Sony is actually doing. They are literally targeting those gamers who don't have a PC. If they want to target gamers that had a PC and get more people, it's already on PC. If they want to get more people on PC and get a bag, they could have just.
I mean, that's just common sense. Most of the player base on Helldivers 2 was on PC anyway. PlayStation players only make up 15% of the population on Helldivers 2. The goal is to get more people on the game. Us Xbox players want the game. We're gonna buy it. There's gonna be a lot of us on there now. That's it. I mean, that's kind of it. He's overcomplicating what's simple. This isn't complex. He's trying to sound smart. He's not really proving any points or anything here. He's just talking.
Done the fucking Game Pass and have people playing on PC Game Pass, and that's it. But no, they are specifically targeting gamers who are not on Game Pass. Specifically. Because those are the gamers who buy games. Those are the gamers
that makes sense, Mr. Den.
On a game. Not only that, they also understand, and this is the reason why they chose Helldivers, they also understand that the majority of players on Xbox currently, on current gen Xbox, are Xbox Series S owners. Okay? Xbox Series S, meaning they want the cheaper gamer, right? And so Helldivers is a cheap game. It's $39. You see it here. $39, okay?
40 and some change.
So they got the cheap shit down. They have currently a cheaper PS5, right? They know that these players are not going to be the player. People who got an Xbox Series S, and still have it after 5 years, Xbox Series S means that they don't give a fuck about power. They're not interested in PC because price is too high and you're only paying more to get power that you don't care.
I really don't know what he's trying to say. I really don't. What exactly is he trying to say? Like, he just talks.
Care to have. Because if they
look, we're not even halfway through the video. For Christ's sakes, bro. This is exactly why I'm drinking rum right now.
Wanted more power, they just get an Xbox Series X, right? So it's like they don't want to spend more money. So it's like you got motherfuckers who are buying games who don't want to pay a monthly fee on Game Pass and who want cheaper shit, but would probably like a Helldivers. Helldivers is the perfect fit for that target of their demographic. That's why it's not fucking God of War. God of War, you're not going to look too good on a fucking Xbox Series S.
We don't want God of War because it's not a frigging multiplayer game. We don't want another walking simulator. We want Helldivers 2 because it's multiplayer. We want to play with our friends. We want to play a multiplayer game. This game should have been on Xbox from the jump. Simple. It's that simple. It should have been there. Period.
Gran Turismo, you're not going to look too good on a goddamn Series S. You understand what I'm saying? But Helldivers 2, you're not going to look
honestly,
too
Mr.
bad
Den, I agree with you. At this point, they might as well partner up.
So it's like the target, the reason why they did it the way they did it is because they are targeting gamers who are going to be abandoned. You see, Microsoft wants you to move on to PC and buy or their OEM or buy the Asus ROG for
okay, that I kind of agree with him on that because I'm going to PC this year. Like I said, Microsoft is everywhere. PC is like, that's still technically an Xbox. To Microsoft, that's still an Xbox. You know what they said? Everything is an Xbox. So he's right. He ain't wrong about that.
$1,000-something. Sony is smart enough to understand that their gamers on Xbox side, there's a few million motherfuckers over there. Probably the majority of these motherfuckers that don't want to spend that much.
If he says mother effer one more time, I'm gonna freaking commit seppuku with this katana. I have a katana right here next to me. He better not say that one more time, bro.
Money. What's been proven that the majority of Xbox players don't want to spend a lot of money on hardware. So what's the alternative? PlayStation. So why do this tactic in the first place? Well, Sony has already done this. They've already did it with PC. Like I told you niggas, they did the same exact shit. Why are they putting their games on PC? Why are they putting their games on Steam? They're going third party. Yes, that is third party games. Yes, Helldivers has already been a third party game. Yes, but the point.
Because money. Because it makes sense. That's the only reason you need. Why do we need to overcomplicate these things? Why do fanboys always try to sound deep? There's nothing deep about it. All you niggas have to do, see, now you got me saying the N-word. All you gotta do is play video games. You know, I have to say this every single video I upload. Play video games. Play video games. Time and time again. Like, it's so it's like rocket science to the fanboys. Just play video games. They can't do that. They gotta sit here and talk about what? This man was talking about soda for a good 10 minutes straight. Soda. What are we doing?
Was to get into the demographic of the Chinese market, seeing that that's the majority market. The majority of motherfuckers on PC are Chinese. And so that's who they were going after because they sell consoles in China that's not selling too well. But they know that China has this population of people who are gamers who will never play their games otherwise because they already own an expensive ass PC. So let's reach them so that next time when it's time to upgrade, they can just get a PlayStation and call it a fucking day. It works wonders, even with their China Hero project. That's why Wukong made record-breaking sales for PlayStation when it came out in China. These are not my words. It was my words. I'm going to say these are my words. Fuck that. Because Shuhei said it. Shuhei Yoshida, the nigga who worked in PlayStation, who was there for the whole fucking strategy of it, said this exact thing that I said. It's the same tactic. Nigga, this ain't Final Fantasy. Nigga, it kind of is. Nigga, because these are the final straw. Sony is doing genius work with this shit. Not because I understand how y'all niggas are coming and looking at it. You are thinking.
Sony's not genius in the slightest. Sony does what they do because, look, they expected y'all to buy games and you didn't buy games. You didn't. So now it only makes sense that they make all their games go everywhere. Especially Helldivers too. That should have been on Xbox from the start. Like I said already. This ain't complicated, man.
And like Xbox is still in competition. And they're not. I said this back when I said that Xbox will be putting their games on PlayStation. And it's only way that PlayStation would allow it is if they felt like Xbox wasn't competition anymore. They're no longer competition. That's why I was like, nigga, you won't see Xbox games with Xbox Studios on there. You see Microsoft Studios on there. When you look at PlayStations, you see PlayStation Studios on Xboxes. This lets you know that they are...
I don't think competition matters anymore. Past 2 years, both consoles have had ups and downs. Yeah. Like, I kind of feel like they're both kind of like PlayStation has its strengths, Xbox has its strengths, PlayStation has its weaknesses, and so does Xbox. It's just they're both two sides of the same coin. Nintendo, on the other hand, they're just kind of screw Nintendo. I freaking hate Nintendo. PlayStation and Xbox, I still love PlayStation and Xbox. Nintendo can eat a dick. I'm sorry, Lord, for saying that. But I don't like Nintendo at all. I absolutely hate Nintendo. But PlayStation and Xbox are still... I still love those two, okay? But PlayStation's big because, I mean, it's a household name, all right? Everybody knows PlayStation. Everybody loves PlayStation. I always love PlayStation. Xbox has that value that a lot of people seem to overlook, and there's a lot of bias. Like, they're the underdog, basically. That's just Xbox's thing. I kind of like the dynamic the two companies have going here. Low-key, I kind of like it. I just wish I had a reason to buy a PS5, but I'd rather go to PC and support Sony's games there on PC, because then I'll buy, Stellar Blade and all that stuff. At least then I'll be able to support Sony some way, somehow. I just don't want the PS5 because the value ain't there. All right, but it's I don't think there's competition anymore. At this point, it's just put games out so we can freaking play them. That's all I care about. I don't give a damn about no competition. Especially now that Nintendo is in the position it's in. I freaking hate Nintendo. I absolutely despise them.
Purposely, like, letting PlayStation expose their current gamers to PlayStation. Because now PlayStation is Microsoft's biggest asset.
Exposing gamers to PlayStation. Look, now this is the biggest gripe I have with PlayStation. The kids today don't know what PlayStation is because PlayStation lost its, like, look, people say Xbox lost its identity, right? But real talk, PlayStation lost its identity a while ago. PlayStation used to have a personality that was very unique. Their games were wacky and innovative. And these days, that identity is just non-existent with PlayStation. It's completely non-existent. It's like they threw it in the trash and forgot about it. Xbox, on the other hand, they say Xbox has no identity. It's kept its identity. It's solidified its identity. It's multiplayer. Gears of War, Halo. It's never changed. Xbox's identity has always been there. So when people say Xbox lost its identity, I'm very confused by that. I'm like, what? Xbox is still Xbox. It's just now every freaking device is a freaking Xbox now. But with PlayStation legit lost its identity. It lost it completely. And that's what saddens me about PlayStation. It's like at heart, it's like PlayStation's kind of my favorite, but like it's like I'm a dad and I have my son that does well, which is Xbox, and then my favorite that I want to see succeed, but he's just not doing what he's supposed to do. That's how I feel right now as a PlayStation fan, and it saddens me. It makes me sad, truly.
Bigger than PC, bigger than Nintendo.
Dang, Mr. Den, that's crazy.
Games that from Xbox from now on will be on PlayStation. They're just hoping PlayStation gamers buy Gears, buy Halo. But these niggas right here, the people that are still on Xbox will buy Gears, will buy Halo. So Microsoft is seeing the benefit of, okay, we ain't making consoles no more. I already know these OEMs ain't gonna sell. They ain't never sold it. Definitely ain't gonna sell more than the PlayStation. If I can get these current Xbox players to go to PlayStation and buy our fucking game still, we still won, or we're still in the good. Because what is abandoning them do on that platform that they're not going to utilize anymore actually do? If they ain't on Game Pass and they ain't on PC, well, Microsoft hopes they go to PlayStation. This is like cut and dry. This is easier than the PlayStation games to PC shit. The PlayStation game to PC shit is more elaborate because you only live in your space. You're only thinking about what's around you. You're not thinking about the entire cusp of all the shit that happens. When it comes to PC, motherfuckers wasn't thinking about Chinese players when Americans niggas talk about PC especially. They ain't talking about no goddamn Chinese players at all. But they make up the majority. The majority of Xbox players are on Xbox. The majority of Xbox players are on Xbox Series S.
Okay.
The majority of Xbox players are not on Game Pass. Sony like, well, shit, come through. Here's some of our content. We know you want this. You've been sucking its dick for the longest.
What?
And you have a Series S, and this will run perfectly. It all makes easy sense. And then look. I know a lot of motherfuckers gonna say the same shit they said when I said the shit about China. When I said Xbox is going third party. When I said you need to fire Phil. When I said Phil's job is to actually do this. But let me not get too far ahead. I got videos coming up talking about all that shit. So, nigga, like, what's the moral of the story? Fuck, nigga, like all these making a video. Don't give a fuck, nigga. What's the moral? The moral of the story
Oh my goodness.
is that y'all thinking far too fast, far too hard. We're not even thinking. Y'all just reacting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what do you mean? You're the. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. We thinking far too hard? Oh my god. This man sat up here talking about soda and we're thinking too hard? Thrash, you are not very self-aware, my guy. This is hilarious.
I actually think, bro, like Xbox literally is closed down their future. Perfect Dark was a future game. You understand what I'm saying? Like they closed down future games. And nigga, Forza, think about this.
The people working on Perfect Dark weren't doing their jobs, and that's why they got let go. Originally, I thought Microsoft had something to do with it, but no, it was the devs that had something to do with that. That was on the devs. That ain't got nothing to do with Microsoft. That's on the devs. If they weren't doing their jobs, hey, then all 9,000 of them got to go. That's just how it is, bro. That's business. I work in a corporate place, so I know how this works.
Shut down Forza on them. Bro, it's a fucking
What's up, Eli?
Rap. It's a wrap for the console, right? PlayStation is still a console. They brought the shit over because they want to bring them over. How you gonna bring them over if they ain't playing any of your fucking games? Same thing with China and PC. How you gonna fucking bring them over if they're not playing your fucking games? Niggas gotta realize how business works. You gotta expose people to your fucking product, bro. Microsoft ain't running no fucking PlayStation commercials over there. MLB The Show ain't even being looked at that way. So I'm not even got a hand in that shit. And like I said earlier in the video, if this was about money or player count, then they would have put it on Game Pass. They would have taken it. They would make more money, taking money from Microsoft, putting it on Game Pass, and get way more players if they put it on Game Pass, because it's just on Game Pass. But that's not the type of game.
He might be right about that. But honestly, it's $40. I'm buying it. It's $40. I'm buying that. It's $40.
They're going for. That's not who they're after. That's not who they feel makes them money. The ones who make them money are the ones who actually buy games.
That's true, Mr.
They want to target the Xbox Series S players because they know that the Xbox Series S players are not going to want to spend $1,000 on a fucking handheld or a fucking PC. They don't care about power.
I mean, I'm spending over $1,000 on a PC myself.
So they put a game on there that's going to run fine on the Xbox Series S and get them exposed to the PlayStation brand and the quality of PlayStation games. That's it. That's all. If they put more, they put more. But you got to ask yourself, why didn't they start with God of War then? Why didn't they start with Horizon? Why didn't they start with fucking Days Gone?
Because we don't want God of War, we don't want Horizon, we want Helldivers 2. Those aren't multiplayer games. Horizon's freaking boring. God of War Ragnarok is freaking boring. Helldivers 2 is a multiplayer game. I want that. Period. I'm just saying.
They start with a PS4 game. Why didn't they start with Lego Horizons? Why not? Like, ask yourself questions.
Who the frick is gonna buy Lego Horizon? Who's gonna buy Lego Horizon, bro, on Xbox? Who's gonna do that? Please point to the person who's gonna do that. I ain't.
That make sense. Stop reacting to shit right when you see it. Y'all niggas, that's the biggest weakness of gaming, bro. The biggest weakness of the gaming community is that y'all are reactive to everything and forget everything in the past. Microsoft did this shit the smart way, dog, because they used this tactic time and time again. Every time there's bad news, they follow this shit with good news. Every fucking time, bro. They follow bad news with good news every fucking time. Fucking.
That's facts. I don't even like the real Horizon games. I find them boring.
They had nothing to come out with. They announced Game Pass early, days before their fucking show came out. They wanted to announce it the same day or the next day to kind of soften that motherfucking blow up. Same thing with the whole Game Pass price raise they had last time. Or they follow that with a.
See, right here, King Thrash acts like PlayStation doesn't have its faults. Like, yeah, if Xbox has the damage control, then they're gonna do that because business wise, that makes sense. But the, true, Mister Den. But it's like there's so much bias on Xbox that like there's an unhealthy amount of bias on Xbox. Like it doesn't Xbox does not deserve the hate it gets. The amount of hate it gets. It's like I said, it's the underdog. Is Xbox perfect? No. But honestly, I do think PlayStation messes up a lot more than Xbox does in some cases. Like these layoffs recently, that was a dev problem. Those 9,000 people were not doing their job. Because that gameplay for Perfect Dark wasn't even real gameplay. It was just something they put together and said, here's what the game looks like, but it wasn't actual gameplay. They just put it together willy-nilly. Come to find out, there was nothing of the game was there. And once they found that out, it's like, what were all 9,000 of you doing? They got rid of them. You know, it's like if they're not doing their freaking jobs, yeah, get rid of them. But with PlayStation, you know, PlayStation fans like to cater to PlayStation's BS business practices. They eat it up. I love PlayStation, but like I'm not gonna support BS. But the fanboys, they support it no matter what. It's like they eat it up. They eat it all up. It's very freaking concerning, honestly. I freaking hate that.
With a great show, you know, like just or had a great show and then like you know like or they'll have a great show and then say, oh, we're gonna put some of these games on PlayStation as well, or they just don't even have the fan fest thing because y'all already knew that most of the games that they were going to show were going to be PlayStation announced. It's like it happens all the time. Y'all just react too fast. Y'all too busy worried about, oh, PlayStation is following Xbox. What the fuck do you mean? They were following Xbox. Well, then Xbox would still be alive. Think about it like this. If it was about the money and they were following Xbox, then Xbox would be fucking healthy, alive, and fucking well. My PlayStation is healthy.
Xbox is alive and well. What is he talking about? Xbox is alive and well. There's still games coming. Perfect Dark is one game. Forza Motorsport is just another one freaking game. There's more games. Like Xbox announced like how many games? Like 16 games? Up and coming games? There's still a lot of games, man.
Alive and fucking well. So if that was the case, they wouldn't let Xbox games be on PlayStation because PlayStation has more to lose and Microsoft has everything to gain. If Sony would have put their games on Xbox, what are they really going to gain?
Yeah, Eli, there was a lot of games announced.
If Microsoft ain't paying them out directly, you think they trust Xbox gamers to buy their games like that? No, it's going to be a certain type of gamer who buy their game. And none of it makes sense. It's just impossible for them to follow Xbox. They don't have the resources to follow Xbox. They don't have an OS to follow Xbox. They don't want to follow Xbox. Xbox is a fucking loser in the game. Shit. Y'all wild, bro.
Are you sure about that? Is he sure about that? I love my Xbox. I'm just saying.
PlayStation hardware is a hardware company. Sony is a hardware company. This is they mix a hardware and software, but it's a fucking hardware company, bro. Microsoft is a software company who never fitted into the gaming space. Never. So it's like I said, bro. There's
wait. What did you just say?
Two.
Hold on, no. Hold on a minute. What did you just say?
They don't want to follow Xbox. Xbox is a fucking loser in the game. Shit. Y'all wild, bro. PlayStation hardware is a hardware company. Sony is a hardware company. This is they mix a hardware and software, but it's a fucking hardware company, bro. Microsoft is a software company who never fitted into the gaming space.
Did he just say Xbox never fitted into the gaming space? Is that what he just said? Did he really just say that? Yo, you gotta be. That right there, that statement right there proves this video is full of You gotta be freaking kidding. You're telling. Dude. Halo? Hello? Halo 2? Xbox Live? Bro, come on now. See, he be talking at his ass. King Thrash literally talks out of his ass, bro. You gotta be freaking kidding me right now. Never fit into the gaming space. Xbox 360. You say what you want about the Red Ring of Death. Halo Reach, Halo 3. Don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started. Castle Miner Z. What do y'all know about Castle Miner Z? Only the real ones know about Castle Miner Z. I'm just saying.
Never. So it's like I said,
bro. Yes, Eli. Gears of War. Prime right there. Look, I remember when Gears of War 2 came out. Middle school, 8th grade, Gears of War 2. Everybody was talking about Gears of War 2. Everybody. Forza Motorsport 3, I adored Forza Motorsport 3. We used to play that online all the time. That game was so freaking active. Oh my goodness. Xbox definitely left its mark in gaming. And hello, the original Xbox gave us Jet Set Radio Future. As much as I love the PS2, I'm going to say this right now, the Xbox was so much better than the PS2, it's not even funny. It didn't have games like Jet Set Radio Future. It did not. It couldn't handle games like Jet Set Radio Future. And it couldn't handle games like Halo. It was unable to handle games like Halo. And any third-party game that was on PS2, it ran better on the Xbox. Max Payne, for example. Well, come on, bro.
Now there's two. Sony is just trying to take as many of those straggler, leftover ass, abandoned ass gamers who are perfectly fine in buying games, bring them to PlayStation. Say PS5 fucking digital is cheaper than the fucking Series S, and the PS5 digital is more powerful than the Series S, not to mention our library of games is fucking immaculate. Fucking craziness.
Your library of games, y'all don't even buy your library of games, though. They don't. Like, they don't buy their library of games. The numbers don't lie again. They don't. And I freaking look, and it's funny. I hate Spider-Man 2. I think Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West are freaking boring as hell. I think God of War Ragnarok is boring as hell. The only game I like on PlayStation's games, Rise of the Ronin, I like that. Stellar Blade, I like that. And Ratchet & Clank. Just those three. I rock with those three.
Y'all think last another 2 years? You crazy.
His library of Froggo. Yo. That was I'll never let him live that down. Froggo, hilarious.
Hey, old games are gonna come over, okay? Let them come over. I don't get y'all, bro. Like I don't think this gonna happen. I think if any more games come over there, it's gonna be games that work well on the Series S. Period, point blank, bro. If there ain't them,
any game can work fine on the Series S. Look, the Series S runs better than the PS5 does sometimes. As a matter, I'm not even say most of the time. You know how many times I've seen comparisons of games running on the PS5 and the Series S? The Series S ran the games better. I've seen this so many freaking times, games running better on the Series S. And the whole 4K thing is like a myth. Like, it's stupid. I don't even play my games at 4K anymore. I stopped. I play my games at 1440, 120 FPS. That whole 4K thing is stupid. Like, the Series S is low-key. Honestly, you could say it's just as good as the Series X. I'm going to be honest with you.
How much time left? I told.
Yes, TP, it is underrated. I agree. It is. The only problem with the Series S is that it needs a bit more space. If it had 100 terabytes, no, 1,000 terabytes of space, it would be perfect. It would be just fine. But I think having it at 500 terabytes hurts it a bit. It needs more storage. Other than that, Series S is solid.
I told you on my last video there was gonna be big ass.
It is very
I
underestimated.
told you on my last video. Don't believe me? Go look it up. Go scroll all the way to the end of that video where I made an extra little section. And I was like, bruh, some real shit about to happen in the next 2 weeks on up to September or something. It's gonna be some shit happening because that's what the business is looking like. Looking at it from a business perspective, there is nothing but chaos ahead. Nothing. And everybody is scrambling to get all they can get until the dust settles. Other than doing this, what Sony's doing right now, they would leave it up to the customer to choose in between PlayStation and PC. Being that Microsoft owns Windows and all they hear is about Windows and Game Pass PC and Xbox PC and Xbox Aces ROG.
Tiffy, that's the best example I've heard. You're right. Honestly, yeah, it is.
Why wouldn't they try to steal their fucking people? Not even steal, because Microsoft, like I said, has them on yard sale. This ain't stealing. They ain't stealing no more. This is yard sale. Same thing with Aces ROG. Aces ROG don't have no games to offer, so Microsoft is doing what they can do to get.
Aces ROG ain't got no games to offer. What are you? What? All right, you know what? That's enough. We're going to puertorock now. That's enough of this video. He says too much stupid crap. He says too much. He says too much. I'm done. That's enough of this. that's enough. Yo, it's Isaac. It's Isaac. Isaac comes at the best times. Yeah. Yo, what's good, Isaac? Oh my god, King Thrash is he's a national treasure, bro. Oh my god. Volcanoing, if anybody knows about that. Oh my god. Okay, puertorock's 3-minute and 22-second video. Here we go. Yeah, I know, Isaac. I've been busy with work, bro. Here we go, though. We be doing puertorock next. Oh.
Grand opening, grand closing.
What the heck? Hold on a minute. What is this intro? This intro sucks, bro. puertorock 77, change your intro. My intro's better than yours. My intro and outro is better than yours. Change it, bro. I got a Zaku 2F2 in mind. Get it together, bro.
All right, puertorock 77, your only friend these YouTube streets, and I just want to say one thing. One thing only.
Hold on, before we get into this video, I just want to say, though, I still got a little respect for puertorock because he's a Yankee like me. I love my Yankees. Aaron Judge is the GOAT. Derek Jeter is the GOAT. I love my Yankees. All right? Yankees go hard. I rock with puertorock for that, though. I ain't gonna lie. He may be a PlayStation fanboy, but he's a Yankee. I'll always be a Yankee. I'm just saying. But in this case, I gotta get on him.
Sony gave Helldivers to Xbox gamers before they gave it to you. And by what I mean is they gave it to Xbox gamers before they gave it to you. Do you?
Dang, TP, that's crazy. Are you? It's okay, man. I'm not a sports fanboy like that. Like I don't really care that much. Oh, word.
Are the people who are subscribed to PS Plus Extra and Premium? You are subscribed.
Wait. Rewind. Wait, Eli, what do you mean? What's Yankees? It's a baseball team. We love baseball out here in America. That's our stuff. You see that hat he's got on? That's the Yankees. That's the best team like in the MLB for real. At least that's what they say.
To Xbox gamers before they gave it to you. And by what I mean is they gave it to Xbox gamers before they give it to you, the you are the people who are subscribed to PS Plus Extra and Premium.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Okay, puertorock. So just say you want Game Pass, bro. Just say you want Game Pass, bro. That's all you gotta say. Just say you want Game Pass. Just say you want Game Pass, puertorock. It's okay. It's all right. We chilling over here, dog. I don't have to spend gratuitous amounts of. You want to see my money jar? You want to see the amount of money I save on video games because of Game Pass? I'll show you my money jar right now. I'll show you my money jar. I got almost $1,000 in that jar, just saved up, because I don't gotta buy games like that. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna have more money in the jar, and then more money in the next 2 weeks, and then more, and it's only gonna get bigger. It's only gonna get bigger. I don't gotta buy games like that because I got Game Pass.
You are subscribed to Extra and Premium, so you can access other games, and one of those games is not Helldivers 2, but it's on Xbox as of August. So Sony gave the game to them before they gave it to the rest of the PlayStation gamers who, one, bought the console, and two, are subscribed to a higher tier of subscription services.
You see, this goes back to what I said about supporting BS. Why are you supporting BS tiers? How much is that tier? Y'all don't get day and date games. We get day and date games. We're not getting Helldivers 2 day and date though. We're paying for $40. We're paying that $40. That $40 is nothing. That's how much games should be. I would rather be 30, but 40's fine. Okay, we're buying Helldivers 2. It doesn't need to be on Game Pass, but you're complaining about because you're on a high tier of PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus freaking sucks. They don't give you anything worth a damn. Maybe every once in a while.
Meanwhile, the Xbox cats, who
I don't know, Isaac,
are not going to play this game on the PlayStation console, are not going to play this game on the PlayStation controller, and are not subscribed to a PlayStation service, they're going to play it on their console.
Shut up, Isaac. No, it don't. You lying. I know you lying.
Now, I'm not subscribed to Extra and Premium, but some of you are. And some of you didn't buy the game, whatever. But
I know.
Added to your subscription service that you are paying for. I'm pretty sure you would have gave the game the chance and then probably done the money transaction. Sony would have gotten more players on the game from their own fan base. But no, you guys don't get to play the game. You have to buy it.
See, that sounds like that is a Sony problem, and that's also a player-based problem. Look, Sony fans suck Sony's dingling. They love sucking on that BS dingling. Sony feeds them BS and they eat it up. And puertorock is like, yeah, PlayStation. Exactly, CC. PlayStation. Exactly. PlayStation. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Even though you put in more money towards PlayStation by buying their console and paying for PS Plus Extra, and for those Premium, which is even the highest tier, you don't get the game. But Xbox gamers who didn't buy the console.
What do you even get with PlayStation Plus Premium? Like, what exactly do you get from that? If you don't get day and date games, then what benefits does that have? And how much money is it? Please, if somebody knows, please tell me, because I would like to know.
The controllers don't pay for their subscription service. They pay for Game Pass. The
PS1, PS3. What? You gotta be kidding me. Some of them are on cloud. Excuse me? What do you mean they're on cloud? Ain't no freaking way. Dog, I can emulate PS3 and PS1 games. Why are you on PS Plus for that? What? I was emulating PS1 games today. What do you need a PS5 for that? Or PS Plus for that for? Nah, don't even bother, Isaac. Don't even bother. I don't need a breakdown. I don't need a breakdown for this. I don't. That's absolutely egregious. That makes absolutely no sense. Look, if you can't tell, the rum is helping because this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous, as I expected.
Service that gives them day one games. So they get a service that allows them to play online and play day one games. You get a service that allows you to play online, but you don't get to play day
Console special, my ass. The hell?
one games, and you don't need some of the PlayStation owned games.
He looks so sad. Yo, puertorock looks so upset. he looks so sad, bro. Yo, someone get this man a bionicle. That'll make him happy. In Proc's words, that's diabolical. Yeah, facts. Yo, someone get this man a blunt. He needs it. Oh my goodness. This is wild.
That's diabolical, bro. That is diabolical. Sony is actually diabolical with that one. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Is he just now realizing this, though? You've been supporting this company for how long? Sony's giving you BS for how long, and y'all eat it up every single time. Y'all eat it up every single freaking time. And now you're just now saying this is diabolical? Yeah, right, Mr. Din? Yeah, he is talking like somebody passed away. PlayStation dead, I guess. Then again, I already knew that because, like I said, look, I'm going to end it with this. PlayStation, look, people can say all they want about... people can say all they want about PlayStation... No, about Xbox losing its identity, when in fact, PlayStation lost its identity and Xbox never did. Why? What is Xbox's identity? Multiplayer. Xbox's games have remained active since literally forever. People were still playing Halo Reach on the Xbox 360 even when the Series X dropped. Do y'all know that? And then when the Master Chief Collection came out, it was like, okay, I guess we'll move over to the Master Chief Collection. Gears of War, that never died. I was playing Xbox 360, Gears of War 2, and 1, and 3 with GameStop. With GameStop. In an Xbox Live Party. They were still very active. We were able to find games. Still. For the longest time, I was even able to find games on Rainbow Six Vegas 2. Have y'all played that? Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was still active for a long time on the Xbox 360, even after the Xbox One era. Like, dude, come on, bro. But Xbox lost its identity, right? That's what everybody says. Y'all don't, like, it's like PlayStation fans don't know PlayStation. They really don't know PlayStation. They don't know. They don't know PlayStation. Me, I was born in 94. I got to witness 1998. Peak PlayStation was 1998, I swear to you. I witnessed it and I remember it vividly. They don't know. They will never experience true PlayStation. I did. And, you know, I'm only 30. I'm only 30 years old. puertorock is like 50. King Thrash is like 40-something, I think. They should know this. But they over here acting like there's a... they over here damage controlling and just... I don't get it, bro. I don't understand. I don't get it, bro. I really don't. It's so stupid how these dudes console war, especially at the age they're at. Look, you see all the games on my I'm playing Mecha Break, Car X Street, Space Marine 2, Fortnite, Monster Hunter Wilds, Dark Age. I still haven't finished Dark Ages. I said this. Like, dog, they don't play games. They don't play games. These dudes don't play games. They don't do it. It's freaking embarrassing, bruh. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm tired. I'm buzzed. I was drinking this during the live stream. You see that? You see that? Cardi. I needed it because this is ridiculous. Like I can't, bro. What y'all up to? I'm about to get on yeah, Bacardi on a Monday. Yeah, dude. Yeah, man, Bacardi on a Monday. You right. You right. Unbelievable. I'm about to get off this live stream and play some Mecha Break. Maybe play some Space Marine 2. Maybe even go. Well, nah, it's wet outside. I can't go skateboard. Look, Isaac, I just got off work. I needed a drink. Today was stressful. Hop in Cord. Oh, you want to go? All right. I'll go on Discord in a second. Eli, get in there. All right, to the rest of y'all, Mr. Din, everybody, I'm gonna put my Discord in my community posts again, so y'all can join if you want to. I'm gonna put it in there so everybody can join. If you have a Discord, join it. We be lit in there. We be playing games. We talk. You know, it's cool. Whatever. All right. Till next time. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna try to go live more often because this is funny. This is fun. But in the meantime, y'all, I'll see y'all later. How do I stop it? Wait a minute. How the frick do I stop the live? That's not how. Oh, yeah, the X, duh. Later, y'all.